Today we're driving along the N72 on our way from County Cork into County Kerry, from Cullen to the town of Rathmore. A peculiar historical fact of this area is until 1843, if you were travelling along this route, you might have technically crossed between Kerry and Cork multiple times without ever crossing the main county boundary. You would have passed these odd little Kerry islands that were administratively separate from the Cork territory surrounding them. The East Fractions of Kerry. These were exclaves of the barony of Magunny in County Kerry, bits of Kerry territory that were completely surrounded by County Cork. They existed as the norm here from the 1600s up to 1843. The East Fractions were located in the parishes of Dreshan, Kilmeen, Nova Hildaley and many more in the barony of Duhallow, County Cork. Historical maps from the 18th century show these detached portions of Kerry just west of Millstreet and north of Cullen, exactly where we are driving through today. A considerable tract of the East Fractions was in the centre of the parish of Cullen, according to an 18th century description. They existed from the suppression of County Desmond by waves of British plantations from the 16th century until 1843. The Fractions were remnants of the old McCarthy Moor territory, from which the barony of Magunny was carved out. When the medieval kingdom and earldom of Desmond were dissolved in the 16th century, after the Desmond rebellions of the mid-1500s, the former Kingdom of Desmond was partitioned between Cork and Kerry. The East Fractions happened because these old Gaelic territories didn't align neatly with the new English county system. So when they created the modern counties of Cork and Kerry from the ruins of Desmond, these Kerry bits ended up surrounded by Cork territory. An awkward attempt to impose a new English administrative system, counties, onto an older Gaelic lordships that had evolved organically over centuries. The result was geographical chaos that persisted for nearly 250 years. In 1843, these detached parts were transferred by Richard Griffith under the Valuation of Lands Act of 1836 to the adjoining baronies, so the East Fractions officially ceased to exist and were absorbed into Cork. Specific townlands that were part of the East Fractions included Ballydaly, Devilish, Doonasleen and Ruhil. It's a wonderful example of how Ireland's modern county boundaries don't always align neatly with the older Gaelic territorial divisions and the medieval Norman administrative structures. I just want to say thank you all for supporting the channel and for your comments on the channel recently. We began the channel just before Christmas, just before the New Year. And despite the bad weather and dark days we've had in January, the channel is growing. So it's great to see such support for local areas, for Irish history and our rural communities, which are the heart and soul of the Irish countryside. I just wanted to drop this quick video really to say hello and thanks, and we'll have more videos soon as well, taking a closer look at our small villages and rural history. We'll get out along some spectacular Irish roads. We'll even leave the car for a closer look at some of the history packed into every corner of this island. So today it's a bit dull out. We won't stop along the way here, but in future videos hopefully we can stop along Charleville, take a look at County Kerry, Cullen to Macroom, as well as return here to Rathmore, and we can get up into Shrone Lake and the city, which are just above Rathmore town. So we're coming into the town of Rathmore now. We're coming up to Shinna Cross. There's a monument here commemorating Ty Cotter from Rockchapel. It's on the right hand side here. He was a local leader of the White Boys who was executed 200 years ago, around 1824. He was a White Boy captain for Slieve Lucra and Duhallow. We'll stop here again at some stage for a closer look in the spring. But I just wanted to mention Ty Cotter and the White Boys since we were passing this area. I mentioned the White Boys briefly in my Churchtown video as well. They were an agrarian resistance force that we must also revisit in more focus. So Rathmore has been around for a few hundred years. In 1854, Rathmore railway station opened up, making it the first railway station in the county of Kerry. Before this, Rathmore would have been a rural parish community with scattered farms and ancient ring forts, which gave the town its name on Rathmore, meaning the big ring fort. But the railway transformed it from a rural agricultural settlement into a commercial town centre. So today, Rathmore will be on the main road from Killarney back to Millstreet, and from Killarney back to Mallow. We're just coming out of the main town itself now. And we're heading towards Church View, which is a little extension of the town itself. You can cycle and walk along here from the town over to Churchview. So Churchview has a convent, and it has the church itself, of course, and a school. And it's been overlooked by the mountains of Kerry and Killarney and the Paps. This is the gateway into Killarney and the Killarney National Park. So we can leave it here for today. We'll bring some more videos in the future. Let us know in the comments if you're watching from a local community, or if you're watching from further afield. Drop us a hello and hit the like button and the subscribe buttons to keep the engine of the channel going. Take care.